to ban. Dire team ban. TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everyone. A bit of an extended break there as we got our breakfast. The teams and players got themselves all set up.
Honestly, thank you to the teams who played, the first few games of the day. I had time to eat some nice lunch. That was appreciated. So, yeah, we are back now. We're here for TNC versus Mineski as we enter the C battle. Right now, it is Mineski's third ban. They have the third ban going. So far, TNC have removed Clockwork, Rasta, Bounty Hunter, and he with a nice deal. Tiny still in the pool. One of the big heroes that people are okay. Not remaining anymore. Okay,
Wagga.
It's good.
It's gone now.
It's gone. We ruined it.
You destroyed Tiny.
Honestly, seen enough Tiny.
Yeah,
he's a very powerful hero though. You have to respect it. It's so hard to lane against for almost any single hero in the game. Most heroes do struggle against that tree grab. Wise to get rid of it. Simply a very, very stable first pick, because you can then do whatever you want. TNC gonna go with the Bane. Heroes that are stable in many scenarios. Bane can definitely do some serious work on the mid lane. He can also secure your safe lane. Seldom do we see him go down to the off lane. More of a position 4 kind of job, but set up for some tri lanes or dual lane.
Here, I mean, Bane is just great stats, attack damage, brain sap is trading here.
Playability draft, Bane.
Yeah.
Stats in the game actually. 4 armor and I believe 2 in all stat.
He got buffed recently, right? It used to be 17 all stat.
It's so much. Yes, incredible amount.
Moving on, Earth Spirit and Puck now for Mineski. 2 of their real signature heroes over the past 6 months, definitely. Moon's Puck and Jabs on that Earth. Always back.
Yeah, and that's a double silence combination. Also, 2 heroes who have 2 different ways each to cancel the Bane trip. We saw this before when we were casting previous series, that picking up multiple different cancels for a Fiend script can be nice. However, you shouldn't focus too much on the poor Bane. He is only a position 5, so the most important thing here for Mineski is building a draft in the first 3 picks that synergize well together. Earth Spirit and Puck definitely can operate well together.
And then you also remove the kind of one of the counters to Puck early on, right? With Earth Spirit, we see a lot of the kind of 0-1-1 build with a grip being so very good against that illusory orb across all positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Off lane or mid. TNC back in with the Dragon Knight as their first phase opener here alongside the Bane.
People have been playing Dragon Knight a lot more this patch as well. It goes back to the fact that region got reworked. The way HP region works now, it scales differently, scales with your strength, and that really works wonders for Dragon Knights who has extra HP region as well. 3rd skill. So some teams have played him as a safe lane carry as well, with great success. And that means that we do not know for sure that he's going to be laning mid or off lane, but the same is true for or mid or safe lane.
Even off lane.
But but the same is true for Puck. And yeah, he could be played off lane as well. He's quite sustainable. With a Bane DK off lane can only just be an annoying lane to deal with.
Majority of times I've seen Bane DK off lane is when they've kind of guaranteed like a 1v1 matchup with another hero that it can kind of farm against. And it's like, cool, we've got another farming core.
Yeah.
Then we go and play aggro in another lane.
He struggles a little bit against like high magic damage.
Yeah.
So against the tri-lane alone, he wouldn't do well.
Yeah.
But in these scenarios, yeah, he can be.
Like back to your regen point, I was casting with Insania a couple, and we saw a Lycan. It must be 15, 16 minutes in, whatever it was. He had his helm, he had his necro, and he started building a pipe. He had like a hood.
40?
Yeah, he had like 44 HP regen. And we're like, is that bugged?
He has the HP regen talent as well.
Yeah.
So
But he didn't take that yet.
Yeah.
So we were looking at it, just going like, what is going on here? And we started, people in Twitch chat shouting at us, like doing the maths, like,
this
is insane.
It's crazy. It works that way. And at first, people reacted to Storm and Tinker mainly when the patch released, because int heroes get more mana regen when they have a lot of int. And obviously, that's super big for them. Also big for Techies, by the way. He has a 4 mana regen talent, turns into 12 mana regen when you pick it. And
you would know.
Do not pick the other talent. But strength is honestly kind of the theme lately. People are starting to realize that a lot of strength cores are really, really nice with this. I mean, there's another strength potential core that has HP regen as a talent as well. And it just turns heroes really hard to kill. Witch Doctor, Earth Spirit, and Puck. Again, great disables, great control from this team. Still looking for the big damage. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna go with the Terrorblade? Is that what we're gonna see? Or is it gonna go down the line? I'm not expecting a Lycan here, because I don't think it's so strong against Dragon Knight. Could be done, but DK Stun is in general favored a lot against. So good. And the Breathe Fire reduces the damage of the entire army. So he's a very good hero against Lycan. Even the Sank. There are some incentives, or disincentives rather, to not pick the Lycan. But TB looks fine. That lineup that would fit.
Yeah. TB seems pretty. So with Mineski, Puck is more often than not in the mid lane. It's one of those heroes that we have seen shift from lane. Generally a moon hero. So for me, when I'm looking at a Mineski team like this and I'm thinking about Ice, that is the one thing on my mind. Like, what are you going to give Ice? Mushi has relatively good hero pool. TB, like you mentioned, spot on. And this 4-man draft so far looks like it can pressure all lanes. So what is that one hero going to be for Ice that kind of brings it all together, that really sticks it to TNC as well?
Give us the Timber Saw. I want to see it. The Ice Saw.
I'm feeling the same way against the DK Sand King.
Yeah, I mean, if we see the proper heroes here, it could turn out to be a great pick for them. And we're going to see 2 picks in a row here from TNC, so he has time to get the ultra last pick here, where he can decide exactly what hero he wants. A nice advantage. Very important to keep in mind.
Tinker is unbanned, so maybe a little scary playing into Earth Spirit and Puck, but there's ways around that.
It's great against TB for sure. Once you get the Aghanims, yeah, that's. Yeah, it can be a really, really nice pick for them for sure. There are not too many heroes that are looking so appealing other than that. I'm still feeling they could just do the mid DK and pick a hard carry that feels suitable here. It's difficult to get an agi carry though against TB that you're gonna be happy with. Most of them just kill themselves really hard with their reflection. Start with their darks here. It is gonna be a position 4 Sanking. Nation placed there. A lot of magic damage added in as well, which is great against Blade. And you can also make 1 illusion at least of TB, and that's gonna be 1 strong illusion.
Yeah,
later on, if you get the parallel walls, you can... oh, dude.
Multi-illusion.
I've seen some refresher parallel wall play. Oh, yeah? God, the 4 walls. It's ridiculous if you get it down.
Playing tic-tac-toe with enemy heroes.
They last forever, right? So I saw a guy get the refresher on Darkseer when he had the talent. And he put down 2 of the walls pushing high ground. And then he took a few steps up, pushed down 2 walls again. And they're just spaced very nicely. So you can't really fight there. If you walk in, you're just going to hit like at least 2 of the walls.
Can't walk in,
more.
Can't walk out, can't walk sideways or anything.
It's honestly a very strong talent in the right circumstance. But without refresher, it's quite...
10 seconds remaining.
So Tinker does get banned out. They are on the same track as you here, Mineski, recognizing that they just want to make sure TB is able to deal his damage. That would be one primary counter.
And also TNC, it feels like they've got a good number of ways of create space around the map as well. Mineski has the Switch Doctor Earth Spirit Puck, kind of elusive, annoying heroes to deal with, lots of magic damage. But then you've got Sanking Ducks here who pressure a lane like a TB.
I'm feeling OD for that. Oh, they go with the Timber. Oh, okay. That's a little bit surprising, but also a sort of a deny pick at the same time. But they're definitely confident that it fits in their lineup if they pick it here. There's a lot hanging on the shoulders of Dragon Knight in this game. It's the downside.
We just mentioned OD. Is OD not good here for Mineski now?
Yeah,
Timber and DK get super screwed over by it.
They have 4 melee heroes, first of all. All of them are quite mana dependent. And yeah, it does fit really nicely. On top of that, you would have a way to imprison whoever gets Fiend's Grip in order to break it. Most likely, OD is going to be the one to get gripped, but he has really great cancels on his team as well. Yeah, they could definitely go for it. Oh, it's the Ice Winter. But it's not the most natural game for it. There's only really one heavily right-clicking hero on the side of TNC. So for the ultimate of Winter Wyvern, it's not that strong. But for the Q, however, it's really...
Oh, the percentage HP, damage, nonsense, whatever.
Yes. The downside is the freeze can be really bad in this game. There's the whirling or the chakram along with Iron Shell. So 2 different things that are going to be damage over time laying on top of you. If you try and heal your teammates, you might just when you do that. So this is going to be... I love that Mushi Terrorblade set. Jesus. Beautiful.
Colorful. Very, very colorful.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
Burning pink.
Beautiful.
Mushi.
5 seconds.
They invest in some new TB colors.
You just have the default color.
I've got some Arcana with some color. I think it's red. Like pretty strong red, but now I'm feeling pink. Sold. Pink is beautiful on him. It's a good color on UTV.
Need to get these legacy colors.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Hot pink.
That was the main reason I joined Lobby first. When we ever played Dota 1 tournaments, I would always join first just so I can be pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Make the heroes look better.
Your color. We had that a lot in Lobby chat for a lot of games.
Oh, dude. I need my color.
And it feels like NA in particular, again. We talk about NA a lot, but I swear we've been in a bunch of EG lobbies. Not recently, I'm talking 2.5, 3 years ago or so.
Yeah, I can get behind the specific slots, man. And you need that.
They'd literally be just like, get out of my slot. I'm purple. Okay.
I am purple, actually. That's my color. I'm purple or light blue. That's me. And I always have to scare away Cube from that spot. He always...
Oh, really? It's the third one.
So bottom, we're going to see Mineski with a 5-man rotation here with the smoke. So they need to move in quickly here. Whenever you go for a 5-man smoke like this, you have to be fast or your person who's going to be laning top, let's say, will be late.
Well, that wasn't meant. That wasn't meant to happen.
Fine.
Just
they pause for you.
Itself. Yeah, that BJJ pause.
Yep. Ice. Guy's target in mind. 1437's thinking about what he's gonna do here. He's gonna get hit by the Winter Wyvern, and then the cask is coming.
Rolling boulder will land as well.
Yeah, the cask will set up for the boulder, or the other way around.
There we go. In onto the Bane. The pause. Securing a kill for Mineski.
Thanks.
Very tactical play there.
Yep.
From the Mineski lads as they set themselves up wonderfully for that first blood. So looking at these lanes as they're setting up, we've got 2 up towards the top, but he's got items for a mid DK.
Yeah, this is going to be an offlane Darkseer. Mid DK is being played, and then they're doing...
Sanking aggressive support, and then Bane can kind of float around.
Yep, and Timbersaw, of course, left to the bottom lane then.
Double mango on Timber.
Yeah.
One for the wand and one for the little bit of burst mana.
Nice item. In general, regeneration is what you're playing towards as Timber, so why not? I would probably just go for the double Iron Branches instead, so I can get the Magic Wand upgrade. Now he has to wait for Courier to get the wand up. Will be a little bit of... but it gives him more potential mana. So if he has a potential kill, he can continuously spam his spell.
Top lane. Double
shell,
ion
it hurts.
shell. Ice, ice, ice. Can you get away from this? He flies over the trees.
It lasts forever.
My goodness.
The duration is very long, 8 seconds, I believe. Yeah.
They've cleared the wave already. Ice, ice, ice. He can't get away from this. He's got no more Arctic Burn. He's going to have to TP away. Tim's chasing forward with a salve to go as well.
Yeah.
Burrow Strike's ready, and Winter Wyvern. Well, usually we see offlaners dragging their creep wave.
Yeah, he's dragging. Let's go.
I'm-
He doesn't want to stun because he could TP out. He's gonna die if he TPs. Does he?
no.
Oh, he lives. Wow. He's still.
back to the tower.
Yeah, he TPs to a tower because if you TP to base, it's almost as much damage as dying. It's almost worse. Oh no, they realized.
Oh, they know he's up here.
He's
They're
pinging
pinging.
it. Damage. He just knows. He's like, he has to be here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ice, ice, ice.
They saw they must have seen the direction that he was facing when he TP'd there.
Yeah.
He was not pointing towards home, you know. He was pointing north.
Very,
like a
very
compass.
clever. Like a compass.
And now he has to run. This is the saddest run of a Winter Wyvern. 285 movement speed. Rolling to the lane.
Level 1 absolutely just nailed. They bring Earth Spirit top, so Jabs is here to help out.
Someone needs to experience. You know?
I guess so. There's creeps dying under tower. Half HP already with a Darkseer Sand King.
Yeah.
They'll clear out another creep wave with all these ion shells to go as well. So can we take our eyes off this top lane?
Yeah, I believe. Let's check out the other
one.
lanes.
I don't know, man. There's stuff happening.
Yeah, let's check out how mid lane is going at least. So we have 10 for 2 on the CS on the Dragon Knights and 8 for 2 on the Puck, who's finding an Invis rune. Not really gonna help him. But mid lane is pretty much a wash right now. Not excitement there.
It's a DK lane. Farm trade
Yep.
expected for now at the very least as
Jabs is, he's trying to pull the creeps and he is doing it. Not sure exactly what it's gonna accomplish soon. Maybe he takes the mid. He's going back top. I don't know about that. That's gonna be scary. He's okay. He's dancing around Roshan.
well, he doesn't want to walk into the bad men. And
The thing is,
TNC have 2 bad men up top.
he's doubling the wave now. That's gonna make it push even harder. Tower's already low.
Bringing Witch Doctor up here. Tim's has Burrow Strike ready. The cast bouncing in onto Sam H, and now he's in trouble with the Boulder Smash there. Jabs will control him up, and a great reaction into kill from Mineski.
That was beautiful. Beautiful to use
really nicely
the
played.
Witch Doctor like this. It does leave Mushi as a solo offlane TB against the Timbersaw, though. Not the most fun matchup, as he has all that armor, but it's not going to save you against the Timber, of course.
And he's in Feeb.
Yeah. And feeble.
Oh, what an ability.
Fortunately, TB hits really hard, and he does have a Quelling Blade, so he can still last it. Really focuses. Channel
Scared.
your energy.
I'm scared, and so should Ninja Boogie. He's been hit by that Burrow Strike with the Iron Shell going.
Stick Finale is on him, too.
Straight up dead, honestly. Now Ice, Ice, Ice being chased down. Another Burrow Strike in means the Winter Wyvern's caught, and Sam H with Tim's. Oh, they are wrecking this lane. Tickling down the Winter Wyvern, little
No
by
need to
little.
right-click.
There we go. Don't punch, only chase, only Ion Shell.
This is the danger of Darkseer, and this is a first phase pick Darkseer, right? So they showed it immediately. First pick, basically. And there's nothing they can really do about it right now. They're just getting run over. They are holding the tower alive by TPing top again with Wind. Endangering himself. Tower.
They fourth picked you're right.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah.
So
it was the
being
other
DK.
game.
It was
Yeah,
being
it was
DK.
the other game that they had first.
But it's still doing incredibly strong. King now, ready to go in. Maledict is there. The cast bounces back onto Tim's. Does he have another click? They've got the roll. Jabs perfectly times it. Oh, I mean, Mineski, it feels like they are strategically and just straight up outlaned in this top lane.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're outplaying really, really nicely. And okay, they've given Mushi a bit of a harder time down bottom. Raven, still 22 up against the 26-5. Doing reasonably well.
I like how you phrase it. It's a little bit of a harder time.
Just a little bit. It's Mushi, you know. You can't just put him down completely.
You need to have a challenge.
He'll find a way.
For it.
And then you've got Cuckoo DK mid just farming his absolute face off.
The big The big timing that we're gonna look towards in this game is when this wash lane on the mid lane where nothing is really happening right now. When these guys are coming online, DK is gonna start pushing very soon. He's hitting level 6 and he's just gonna start attacking the tower. So look towards Dire supports to play around that and try and get a kill on him right around now.
Cool. So it always comes down to that thing, like if Puck leaves this lane and DK gets his ultimate off, then he's gonna take your tower. But with this Maledict back into kick from jabs, Cuckoo's dead. And like you were saying, that perfect rotation, the perfect timing does come in to kill the DK. Maybe they would have left it if he'd...
going down top as well. They just dive him the same way that they always do, running him down with Surge Sanking, Iron Shell on both of them, stun him up, and then he's just gonna get run down and die. The downside is they killed the Dragon Knight, but they didn't really wait out the Dragon form. I would have preferred if they tried to just sit around and hide until he pops that, because he wants to commit for a tower. Every Dragon Knight is very impatient about it. They're going to use the ulti and going to right-click the tower. That's simply what dragons do. And there he goes. So now would be an ideal time to land a second gank, but a ward is spotting out the Witch Doctor. I don't know if it's going to be that simple.
And they're wrapping around with Tims and Sam8. They're coming in to try and fight the kick back. Cuckoo is sent back into the Maledict. He might die before the rest of his team arrives, but he's got the stick charges to go, and now Tims with a burst strike forward catches jabs. Sam8 running around in the back with the Iron Shells going. Make sure that Cuckoo will stay alive, and they even bring Bane in to fight a little bit more as well. 4 heroes readily available as the Dream Coil. Back onto 3 of them. Moon does catch. With this initiation, all forward jab stunned. Can't
have the damage.
Can't roll, and they do not, Waga. Cannot bring anyone down. No TB rotation. He's farming jungle as the Metamorphosis is down. Winter Wyvern close to a non-factor.
That was quite big though. Yes, he's a non-factor right now, but Winter Wyvern was farming meanwhile this happened. So a little bit of time where he could recover. And 4 heroes of Radiant were mids, whereas only 3 of Dire, and they didn't really get any damage to the tower. So TP was farming jungle, getting something. Winter Wyvern recovering slightly. Sure, Timber was pushing bottom, but something has to go wrong, I guess. Dota can't win everything at the same time. Too easy.
Mistakes will be made. Wyvern. Hello again to Tims and Sam8.
He doesn't have ulti as well. Elsa could have made a ulti TP out trick, but he's just gonna fly across this little waterfall. Showering a bit.
Keeping mid as well. Realizing that play coming from Bane is smoke, so maybe he doesn't realize that. Just wants to sit behind his hut for a little while.
I love the presence of mind of Ice. He never like panic TPs out to base or something. He always TPs to a lane where he can stay active and stay doing something. That's very important. He doesn't waste time.
No redundancy. Relevant throughout the game. So now Raven. This tower denied. Very, very close. Well played by Mushi though.
Yeah, that's really good. Really, really good to deny that tower, because Raven has been working on that for a while now.
Moon gets away from the grasp of Cuckoo. Again, popping this dragon form and looking to pressure tier 1. Bring anyone to help him.
He's a little bit traumatized though. He doesn't want to go up to that tower again because they just rotate everyone with the Puck ulti and he dies, and he doesn't have anyone behind him, so he's gonna use the DK ulti and farm jungle this time. So this is not really ideal, but at least the side lanes are being pushed in quite a far. But they really need to activate the DK on towers. Farming jungle is not ideal for him. So if they can come around mid and just protect him a little bit, make him feel like he can push. Because last time it almost got them a lot of kills there. And the tower.
Maybe now. They've seen the smoke, they've scanned it as well. They know Mineski are moving in top lane. Cuckoo's still very passive. Afraid the smoke maybe changes direction. They saw them heading on through this jungle. Tims is left to his own devices all alone. Found by the rotation coming in, but with a burst strike. I do not know that you're gonna live, Tims. The Sandstorm cancelled by the Boulder Smash, and there we have it. Getting out of the game.
He stuck around for a long time there. Backed up a little bit earlier, I think, but he was perhaps scared that they would be down in the river if he ran that way. Really see the direction of this. Realized it was. It's gonna be a Midas recovery for Ice. So he's, you know, taking it slow.
Oh yeah.
Slow and steady, getting back into the game.
End of Midas Winter Wild.
Right now, it's looking quite grim for Mineski as a big hole, though. TNC are getting good farm on every single core. Dragon Knight is having a fairly decent game here, which we mentioned as very important for their draft. And he's going to go for the Blink Dagger build. So he's just going to come online early and try to disable a lot of enemies. And the Timbersaw is going to cut the... That's the game plan.
And they've got level 6 on both of their supports. On this side, Helm of the Dominator up on Sam H. They're going to make a smoke play here with 1437 leading the charge. Bean Script at the ready. Play around Raven down in this bottom lane, who is second in net worth. I thought maybe he'd be top, but just behind the Darks here.
They want Mushi. Oh, they didn't realize if it was the real one or not. Honestly, this cosmetic set on TB makes it a little bit hard to see if it's a real TB or illusion, in my opinion. I don't know. It's not super clear. Yet. They do get a kill.
Ninja Boogie did.
Down, and this time they're going to be able to use the Dragon Form for tower pushing. Doesn't really look like Dire can stop this. They don't have Blink Dagger yet on Puck, so it's hard for him to go in and mess with this when there are so many heroes.
Ice. It's still busy farming his...
Oh yeah, he's busy. He doesn't want to come and D-push.
No, he does not want to be here. So the rest of Mineski, it'll be up to them to try and hold back against the Ion Shelled Centaur rushing forward, clearing out creep waves and all that crap.
It is interesting that they have not used their Wind Wyvern for D-pushing at all. It is notoriously one of the best heroes in Dota at D-pushing with that W, but he's busy. Need Midas. You don't get that by defending.
Farm creep. To hit those creeps. So Winter Wyvern off lane, it's not really a new thing. I think Ice was probably one of the first.
He was the one. Yeah, he was the one to bring it into competitive.
World. Yeah, and he would kind of go what Tranquil, Soul Ring.
Typically,
then he shifted to like Phase Boot, Soul Ring, Drums.
He did a lot of Trank, Soul Ring into Midas, and then he did with Drums, but basically bought Drums on everything. And now he's just doing a Basilius, kind of poor man's build here. I'm not sure this would be the exact build he would do if he had a good game, though.
Yeah.
Right? That's often the thing. You have to adapt to the game. He feels like he needs Midas. Now with the GPM talent and Midas, he's going to be able to sustain quite good income while not spending so much time farming. And if he does farm, he will have a very strong. But I feel like he needs to start having an impact on the game. He needs to start moving towards the fights. Use that Arctic Burn because it's really powerful in this game, and hopefully stop some of these pushes.
Got his ultimate up and running as well, so that kind of reset button maybe allow one of his teammates to escape, survive, buy a bit of time for a cooldown to come back up. Is there with the Winter's Curse now for Ice, but things have slowed down a touch here. TNC unable to really connect in any major fashion with these smokes. They have not found any core heroes. It has been down to moves like this where Ninja Boogie kind of skirts the edge of the fog, looking for these smokes to pop, maybe giving his own life, but keeping his cores alive. That Mineski and maybe outplaying TNC a little bit in terms of what TNC are getting from this lead they have. You know, they're not able to kind of capitulate and keep getting more and more, so they focus now on objectives like towers.
The fact that they still held on to a tier 1 mid is very impressive, Mineski. They do lose the tier 2 bottom eventually here. Minute 13 is quite early, but Timbersaw is simply one of those heroes that does bring down a tier 2 tower unless you have a good matchup against him. He is going to keep going until something says stop, and that's going to be at the tier 3. Mineski TP in.
Yeah, they need this to stop right now. Battle Fury for the Terrorblade has arrived. It's a relatively naked one, though, with Brown Boots, Stout Shield only.
Decent timing, though. It's not too bad. 14 minutes in a game where he was, I'm not going to say thrown to the wolves, but definitely not having an ideal scenario. Oh, Fane gonna get bursted, perhaps?
And with a Boulder Smash to secure it, Moon will pick up the final touch. Mineski swing back in a pretty decent fashion there. They did lose their tier 1 middle, though. TNC secure that. Also the fact that Tims has picked himself up a Blink Dagger. So Sand King now ready to initiate. He's got the jump capabilities. Along with the Dragon Knights, you've got that kind of multiplicative effect of the Blinks. They've got the double jump, which really does make it so incredibly strong.
And it's going to have the pseudo effect of that as well when you have the 4 staff on Darkseer, which is closing up. He's just 200 gold away, basically. And he's farming it right now. Very quickly.
Farming with his Centaur.
Yep. A little farming buddy. Safer. Be careful not to feed it away to the Terrorblade, though. He killed one of his summons earlier.
No one's defending bottom lane,
Yep.
so
The centaur is going.
push high ground.
That's
You
it.
can do it, Sensor.
Got his 4-staff from that. Go forth.
Go forth and destroy the enemy base.
Do what I'm too scared to do.
So Mineski, they come out of their base and they smoke up. Puck, Blink Veil ready. The Earth Spirit and the Witch Doctor behind, jump onto the DK. Good amount of burst damage, but the Nightmare's there to buy some time, but it looks like Cuckoo already accepting his fate. Turns with a Breathe Fire. Will fall in this middle lane.
Actually, only more time to realize that he's out of position. More than that. There's no
Nothing-
saving. And top lane, there's a long chase here onto Ice Ice Ice. Raven is really trying to pursue, but he is out of gas.
Where's your mango now, Raven?
Yeah, he actually has nothing. And now, sort of the same is true for Winter Wyvern, though. But he has 1 Q, and that could be all he needs. Because he's going to start flying away to the east.
Goodbye. Oh, Ice Ice, he spends his ulti, gets some damage out, but
Tims checks up, and there he sees it. He sees the burglar get away.
he knows the puck is arriving. That Sandstorm tries the Burrow Strike there, but
Good.
well attempted.
That's the thing about Puck, right? You never really know how early he's gonna leave the phase shift, so just blind trying every now and then.
Mind games on mind games.
Yeah, if you get lucky and you get the stun, sure, nice. If you don't, well, doesn't really matter. You have enough mana, you have clarity.
No big deal.
Single lucky stun like that, and suddenly you get a kill on a guy who's dominating.
So do you feel like TNC have purposefully kind of stepped back a little bit here and giving Mineski a little bit of room to breathe? Or is this Mineski really playing the map well?
Mineski are definitely doing a good job always pushing out the side lanes with the Puck and Winter Wyvern, and then trying to hide. They tuck away the TB in the jungle somewhere. But it's all just distraction play. DNC probably could go earlier, but they're also taking the time to finish up a few key items. Because if you look at the Dragon Knight, he's been picked off a few times, right? And he needs that Black King bar to survive. He simply does not survive these fights if he doesn't have it. Too much magical damage.
And look at him. 1v1 against the Wyvern. Okay,
Yeah.
DK's not hitting the Wyvern.
He's gonna
but
chase it, though.
He's gonna hit him now with a blink forward into Dragon Tail. We'll get the chakra forward and Raven ready to fight. But the Winter's Curse buys time for Ice 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 to TP away. Oh yes, he's out of there.
He's the
1437 couldn't quite get the Fiend's grip in.
cheeky player, Ice Ice Ice. Keep his base. Has Midas, though. Has to run out. Needs to get that money.
Oh, he's off cooldown.
No, worst feeling. Here I was praising him for always TPing efficiently. Where's your efficiency now?
Oh, dearie me.
And the good thing for TNC is they haven't really sustained any tower damage on their own towers, right? Like, they've taken a little bit of chip on the tier 1 mid and top. But other than that, they're golden. And they're the ones dictating the pace of the game. But that could change. TB is getting farm. He went Battle Fury first, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be irrelevant forever. He has Yasha already. Give him a little bit of time, and he's going to get really strong. Going travels first. So this is going to play more towards putting pressure on side lanes. Winter Wyvern Puck and a travel TB.
Can they kill Sam H? Oh,
definitely
God, they
can.
definitely can.
They've got the numbers.
Kitchen sink comes to mind.
Yep.
Thrown into the mix there. TNC, they will bring down his top tier 2, though, as some kind of trade-off for the life of the Darkseer. Mid lane shoved out. And yet again, Mineski find a really nice pick-off, but they're unable to turn it into anything bigger, that kind of conversion. The ability to change or turn a kill into a tower or a bigger objective, not quite available to Mineski just yet. While TNC, every time they make a move, it's a tower. It's a ward that's placed.
Even
some kind of play.
Even the pick-off scenario there, killing a Darkseer but losing a tier 2 tower is not ideal. You would want to get at least a tier 1 tower for that tier 2. And again, they didn't have the creep wave to do so. Probably why they got the kill on the Darkseer, because he didn't expect anyone to be down there without a creep wave.
Why are they here?
Yeah, why me? Comes, you know, it doesn't make sense. But he got ganked. Meanwhile, let's check out the item progression a little bit. So Puck is closing up on his Lincoln Sphere. That's going to be a very big item against Sand King and the Dragon Knight. Going to keep him a lot safer, even against the Bane. Allows Puck to be more active in the whole creep cutting, which is extremely important. When you have a TB in your team, you just want to buy time. We saw it earlier when we were watching Team Liquid play, and the way they created space for for their players. You know, like you just need to create a little bit of space and you will have a monstrous carry. That's the concept that they're going for.
Draw that attention away from Mushi as much as you possibly can. To be fair, 0-0-0, maybe not what you'd like to see in your pubs. You don't want your carry to be completely out of the
Honestly,
running, but in this game it feels fine.
I look at this build and I feel so bad. Like, it feels so inefficient when you have 2 empty inventory slots and a stout shield.
Yeah. Oh, hello. BKB used. Puku is in with the death ward down. 1437 turns to fight, but this is a scrappy, messy battle. Wyvern coming in, looking for a curse onto someone, but he's going to have to throw it soon. He holds onto it, keeps it going with the magnetize from jabs, doing the damage. They've got Mushi arriving, and Sam H going to take a fall here as a double kill for the TB does get them into a nice position. But Tim's, even with that burst strike, opening up the Sunder onto Mushi. Now the curse arrives, buys the time. Full extraction from Mineski as they are happy with what they've got so far. Tim's looking for a little bit more though. TNC scrambling for something, but Tim's still alive. The urn is ticking over, but he's going to be fine.
Wow, that was a crazy scrappy engagement. That was really quite something, but Mineski not going to be too unhappy with that trade, I think. They got out alive on their Terrorblade, and they used so many spells on TNC before TB arrived, so they couldn't quite deal with him when he showed up there. Sure, he has no HP at all, and he just happened to be there, but you can't kill him without spells, so he just ended up getting some double kill and walking away, basically. I feel like he could maybe have gone Tim's as well there if he stayed a little bit after Winter's Curse, but better played safe than sorry, honestly.
I mean, you look at that fight, you think about it, and it really wasn't a feel-good fight for anyone except for Mushi, right? Yeah. Everyone else was like, oh, maybe a bit inefficient. My ulti
That's
here,
really true. That's really true.
Or like, oh, I didn't get the best usage out of this here.
I think Ice was pretty happy with the fights.
Maybe so.
So he's actually coming online quite nicely here. We haven't talked about him too much after the whole laning stage that was very sad for him, but now he's getting back into it. He went with 350 health talent, so he's getting a little bit tankier and has 2.6k gold with a Eul Scepter in his story as well. So he's going to have crazy amount of utility. With that item along with Euls, he'll be very hard to kill. He can save his TB if he gets chain stunned, which is really a big threat from TNC. They have a chain stun type lineup. So being able to force your team out is very big.
Mushi's TB is good. Scary right now.
It is.
Sanjin Yasha just done. Ogre Axe picked up here.
Yeah, he's getting tanky real quick.
BKB's coming.
Oh, they're going on him. They're tipping Witch Doctor first.
Don't have the chain stun there though. Bane was thinking about a grip, but like we were saying in the draft, there's so many things here between Earth Spirit, Wyvern, Witch Doctor, Puck. Cancel out the grip. If you're not in a good defensive position as the Bane, there really just isn't a chance to jump onto the target you want to.
They don't quite have a creep wave with them, so they're trying to chase after the Puck, who they realized was here, trying to cut the next wave again. And get towards the tower, have the DK ulti pop. Tower's probably gonna go down, and I think they're gonna be fine with just trading the tier 1 bottom on Mineski. I don't think you fight for this at all. Let it go. If you get a tier 1, that's fine.
They're scanning bottom as well to see if anyone's coming back to TP. No one just yet. It will be the run down to bottom from Tim's. Such a great job by Moon clearing out these creep waves, making TNC work for their dinner. Tier 2 still standing here.
Yeah, it's actually holding.
Not gonna fall. Tier 1 down bottom lane. Tim's will come in, clear out these TB illusions, kill them off.
Oh, Bane actually dead here as he gets caught out by jabs and Ice. Together they bring him down. 3.6k gold now on the Winter Wipe. He's starting to stack up. Come on, Ice. Once in my life, I want to see a Radiance Winter Wyvern. Ice, you're my man.
Radiance, what a Radiance Manta bots Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, split push, dude. It's nice burn damage.
So basically, roleplay Winter Wyvern as if you're an Omni. Role-playing and Naga role-playing as an Alchemist.
Yes, exactly.
That's my favorite meme.
Big incept. What, people turning themselves into alchemists?
Yeah, I stood in for a JDL team not too long ago, and I said to them, pick me Ogre, and I was playing their safe lane.
Wrong Ogre.
Radiant's man to boot to travel ogre. He's basically an alchemist, right? He's unkillable.
It's his derpy brother.
Oh my goodness. Deathward in the back looking for a kill here as Mineski do find Sam H. Good jump in from DK though. That's the cross kill onto Witch Doctor. Over towards the eastern side though is Tim's hunting down Ice. With the help of Raven, they will burst through that cold embrace.
Yeah, there we see the cold embrace not really going to be able to save you from that. And 2 kills per side. But still, look at the puck. He's already trying to split. He's gonna back out actually. A little bit early TP. I think he could have grabbed the next creep wave, but being out, just gonna be playing it safe.
Cut one wave and then was probably a little bit scared about a DK.
I take it you were a fan of my Vanguard Radiance build on Void then?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's basically Alchemist style.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
Unkillable.
Yeah? Oh, it definitely was. That was quite
ridiculous.
Quite the patch.
Well, tier 2 mid. Come on. Been a long time coming now. Finally dies. TNC breathe a sigh of relief.
This DK has had to work for his towers, man. I don't think I've seen it be such a... I mean, yes, minute 26, they got all the tier 2 towers, but it's been a struggle to do so.
It's been an uphill climb for sure.
Yeah, and looking at the TB, he's getting, you know, into that territory where you start thinking, wait, can we actually deal with this later on? Like, do we have the stuff to actually do something? Because he can go for just a crazy amount of late game potential here. I wonder if he even needs to take the reflection cooldown. In general, people do, because it's super
so
powerful.
legit.
Yeah, it's almost 100% uptime. It's 5.5 second duration, 6 second cooldown.
And you get the auras and everything. It's so good.
You get everything that the heroes carry, basically, which is quite amazing. And on top of that, slow for an entire team fight. But the downside would be...
The downside is it makes everyone's PC lag.
Yeah, no, that can sometimes be a plus. See, my computer can handle it.
It just depends which perspective.
He goes for the stats down. That's what I thought he would do, because they're not the best heroes for reflecting here, and there's also not a ton of auras.
It's like the
do
DK,
not believe,
basically, right?
Yeah, exactly. They have the Helm of Dominator and Pipe on here, but worth getting it. It's not like you need those 24/7. If there was a PL or something in enemy team, a Luna or something,
an AM, a PL, an Alk,
yeah, suddenly
Radiant's Wraith King.
Suddenly it becomes much more attractive. But this game, gonna opt for this.
It's so satisfying to use Reflection against Radiant's Wraith. Watch him die to his own illusion.
I believe he's gonna go for the Sunder cooldown once he gets there, and just build a really tanky, unburstable style Terrorblade, and then have Sunder on 5-second cooldown.
And then rely on this Metamorphosis.
I mean, they even have the winter freeze, which yes doesn't really always save you, but if you have a ton of stats, which TB will have, then it actually becomes more and more reliable. Because he's probably gonna build into a Skadi, into like Skadi Butterfly. Oh, he's actually going Shadowblade.
Shadowblade.
He wants to activate now.
Okay.
This guy wants to turn it up.
BKB Shadowblade ready. Let's go freaking fight. Mineski about to flick the switch here, it looks like, as they've got full staff Yules over on Ice. Roshan, of course, is going to be one of these pivotal objectives for both teams to look towards, but it feels like maybe Mineski have the better options getting into that pit. As long as they can keep their lanes pushed out. Right now, you're seeing TNC really kind of herd Mineski back towards their side of the map. Get these lanes out as quickly as they can, then they can start thinking about grouping up.
Both teams are looking like they want to smoke. Smoke from Dire is going to happen right now. If they push mid wave first, maybe that would be better. I don't know. They're sending an illusion to do it.
The illusion.
There they go. The smoke is popped. And meanwhile, on Dire, we should see a smoke in a few seconds too. The way they're moving, really everything is happening right now. They brought the smoke into inventory. They're going to group up and do it though. Oh, they're going to 3-man smoke.
It's like everyone's moving towards the pit, but it's Cuckoo who finds the Winter Wyvern first with the BKB pop. DK looking like he's doing enough damage, but the Force Staff out from Ice gets him away from danger. Now Jabs left high and dry, but with one boulder smash, he has bought himself a little bit of time. The trouble is Tims has arrived, and Raven with the damage secures a killing spree for himself. Now the puck. Oh, where did you come from? Moon has jaunted into the wrong neighborhood. Does get another phase shift off, and a blink ready means you're absolutely right.
This was a massive loss for TNC. They needed to connect much cleaner than this. They didn't get much at all with the Dragon Knight ulti forced. The BKB is on cooldown now. This is a great time for Terrorblade to come and just clean up.
And now they're pressured to go high ground, right? With the DK ulti going, they feel like they need to go and get something done with this. They can't go back and Roshan. They can't take tier 3s. They can't get any objectives. PL, not PL. TB, sorry, other illusion hero, wrong one. Farming the jungle, moving himself around, clearing out this map pretty much entirely all by himself.
And look for Mineski to be real aggressive now, because with this Dragon Knight going down, his ulti is on cooldown, and they forced the 10-second BKB cooldown. Or the 9-second, sorry. That was the second use. Like, this is a great time for them to take a fight. They even have the Silver Edge complete. So this is obviously the reason he wanted to be able to bring away the reactive armor and Dragon's Blood. Reactive armor still kind of works depending on the situation. If you already have stacks, they're going to stay, but you're not going to gain more of them. As for Dragon Blood, you can say goodbye to that one. So that's quite a strong tool here to bring down these super tanky heroes.
Especially good now that DK has the level 20 talent 2 times on that.
Oh yeah, he relies extra heavily on it.
Yeah. Silver Edge from the Terrorblade.
He does have an Assault Cuirass as well, though, so it's not like he's gonna be a squishy puppy after that. He's still gonna be quite tanky.
TNC, what is your answer now? Dire Observer Ward watches out in this jungle, sees the Darkseer move east.
They actually waited so long, so they do have Dragon Knight ulti again, and BKB. So, Mineski are moving now, but it took a while. They're gonna go, they're gonna jump on this.
On who though? There, 2-man silence, Dreamcoil on Bane, dead, blown up, Moon gets the Daigle and Zap. And now Sand King yules up into the air, gets the Sandstorm and Burst Strike out of danger, but the roll forward. Cancelled out with a stun into the vacuum into the wall. Sam H, he's turned this one around potentially, but look at Mushi. He's got the damage. Throwing it in onto Cuckoo, but the BKB with a pipe is enough to keep him alive, and Raven reign in this team fight so far as he moves from high ground to low ground, clearing up one after the other as Ice shredded inside that ancient camp. And Mineski, the aggressors there, looking like a very good, clean, decisive initiation. Just all tumbles apart.
Recovery.
Mushi comes in, now he's out, he's rolling on about. He's got BKB TP.
Yeah, he could get out. He's doing it.
Goodbye, TNC.
That's a good gem save. So, the reason that fight was so hard is because, sure, the Timbersaw was cutting people down, and Dragon Knight was creating the space for that. He was going so aggressive. But I feel if they just went for a fight before Dragon has his ulti again, they could have had a much easier time. They got a beautiful jump there, but didn't bring down the Sand King. Tim's actually managed to stay alive long enough. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
TV. He's going for the steal.
Mushi. He gets it. Snatches out now. Moon is in with a roll forward jabs. Does not have Magnetize, so he's going to give his body for the cause. The cult will accept it. Sacrificed upon the altar. And Mushi chased down by Raven, but I don't think there's an ability to really catch the TB out just here.
He's just going to say, thanks, nerds. Thank you for the Aegis. You did hard work. I take the Aegis. I run away. That is beautiful. Mushi is being so sneaky, man. First the gem, now the Aegis. He's just a ninja.
3-0-0, 404 CS at 33 minutes. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Mushi is doing some serious work. I don't think they're killing this Terrorblade, or this Timbersaw, I mean. But,
either of them. I don't think either of them.
Yeah, none of them are dying, in fact.
Unkillable heroes attempting to kill unkillable.
We are right now hitting level 25 on Timber, so is it going to go for that range? It is a pretty good game for a stat reduction as well, if you want to do it against PB, but the range is too... It's a super long range chain.
It's ridiculous. You actually can't catch on screen unless you go off to the side how big the freaking is.
It's crazy. You basically just click in a...
Oh, look, there you can. The green circle's freaking over there.
That's the range, boys.
Oh my goodness.
Need Etherlands, please.
Oh, please. I do get the Dreamcoil on Raven.
Yep, that's a good start, but I don't think they are still going to be successful, though, because he's gone.
And he's chained away. See ya. Chaining forward, Moon tries to escape. They've caught jabs. Lincoln's placed on him as the Winter's Curse onto Raven. Does try and reset. And this is Mineski not wanting to fight, though. They've got 2 heroes remaining down here, Moon and Ice. The rest of their heroes, the lads out on the map, farming. Mid lane is Mushi, and top lane Ninja Boogie not wanting to be involved
I
with
love
this.
Ninja Boogie farming. Meanwhile, Ice Ice dying. It feels like it should probably have been the other way around. But Ninja Boogie, he's the smarter man. He's like, yep. But smart or not, this is going to be a struggle. Or is it?
hello.
Beautiful Maledict.
Mushi's coming. Try and save the day.
That's
Maledict.
going to hurt.
This is going to do a lot of damage.
Yes,
that's him dead. He's going to die to this final pop.
I think so.
Oh. See ya.
Yeah. There's a lot of damage dealt. Terrorblade right next to you. Maledict landed on you and you're silver edged. Ouch. He did not really have time to do anything. He had the Yule Scepter, but I mean, what are you going to do? It was so fast. You basically got stunned and all the damage was dealt during that stun duration.
And then once you're in, you're kind of in. You need to finish the kill on the Witch Doctor or else you're getting nothing from the fight.
Yeah. He did not suicide though.
That's right, yeah.
Like, he could have used his Bloodstone, but he felt like he should live. I don't know if he activated his Show of Defiance in that fight. I didn't actually see it. It has a 54-second cooldown, so he must have used it on fight if he... Or he forgot it. If he forgot it, he would definitely have lived with using it. That would have been sad.
I'm sure there are people watching, analyzing right now.
Oh yeah.
They'll know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some bowcaster. I don't. So Bloodthorn is coming up soon from Terrorblade.
We don't care about that. Look at the Sand King, dude. It's the best item in the game.
Let me see. Oh, there we go. The Aeon Disc. He knows what's up. Yeah, that's beautiful in this game. So many silences. There are a few stunts you want to get rid of. If you get... Oh, if you get a Fiend Script.
Cancelled immediately, though. And now Tim's... Oh, he's been baited in by his teammate. 1437's made the call to go in, but Mushi stands big, tall, and strong on this high ground ramp. Cuckoo trying to deal with this as Raven moves forward. Mushi now BKB is wearing off. He's thinking twice about reinitiating his jabs. Rolls away. Winter's Curse is there as the surge onto Cuckoo pushes him forward. Now with the silence, is there anything to get out of this? Mushi vacuumed back. He's got himself an Aegis, but he is inside that cold embrace. No! Sunder back with Lotus Orb there is not looking good, but Mineski still have a lot in the tank. Down goes DK, buyback force from the Sand King, but Mushi, he's still alive, ripping people apart. The Sunder comes out again, Sand King dropping low as Moon gives away his life to a triple kill for Raven.
Can Sunder for days.
Mushi really can. He has another one to go.
Sunder him already, just do it. Just get some HP.
Reflection into the Yule. Sand King channeling up the epicenter. Burst strike in. Can he get it out?
Wow.
No. Raven says, good night, Mushi. What would you like on your pizza, mate? With an ultra kill for Raven, securing up a decent team fight there for TNC.
So they put themselves in a really, really bad spot when Mushi used his BKB there. Because he had Aegis, and he committed the BKB usage. So when he respawns, he was at first running away. Because his first instant is, I don't have BKB, I don't have Aegis. This fight is not safe for me anymore. And he's correct, it's not. But if he leaves, his team is just dead without him even trying. But, you know, the dilemma is you can't get out after your team dies. Get run down in the end.
Small problem here for the Dire Courier. Tim's. Oh
my god, the Couriers.
Courier on Courier. Oh.
It's hunting.
Oh.
Go. The Platinum Roshan. Clearly the superior Courier.
Amaterasu.
Yeah?
The Okami Courier.
Yeah, it's a new one. Beautiful.
It will get out. Tier 3 top. Finally brought down by TNC as they get their names up on the board for structural damage inside Dire base. Mineski, 30 seconds till their Terrorblade returns. It is down to Moon and the rest of the boys here to keep TNC at bay.
They have so bad right-click that they couldn't even force a buyback from Terrorblade, despite all 5 being alive, basically. And, yeah, it's kind of funny. But they don't have right-click. They have Terrorblade, or Timbersaw, they have Sand King, they have Darkseer, Bane. These heroes are great, but they are not great at pushing. So once Dragonite is not there, they cannot do it.
So what's this Bloodthorn on Dragon Knight? Who's he going to be really focusing on?
Well, he just wants to have a way to bring down the Timbersaw, but it's still going to be so hard with both the Lotus Orb and Yule Scepter. I feel like his plan was probably to be able to go together with Puck, force out the Yules, and then do it afterwards, but now that Lotus is also there, it just adds one more layer. Of course, it's still going to be great against the Darkseer. I think just try and focus Darkseer or the Sand King from now on with it. But he has been trying to play against the Timbersaw with it. it's very hard to make use of it against the Dragon Knight so far.
Raven clearing out bottom. TB Illusions going down. Some information here as 1437 invis on the Bane. Scout out where Mineski are heading, but it's grouping up both teams towards a 5v5 down in this bottom lane, but it's definitely Mineski favored in terms of kind of map economics with these wards down. They've got the vision, they know where TNC are playing, how they're set up. Cuckoo alone middle.
Yeah, they have the better information on the map, and they decided not to take that fight. They do have a lot of farm right now and a lot of items completed on Terrorblade as well, but I feel like maybe they're trying to get level 25 on Puck before they start taking too many engagements. Obviously, getting that GPM talent would be quite big. Passive income is really nice. Winter Wyvern is going to be a hero that we need to think about more as this game continues, because we're entering very early late game here. And this is the point where Winter Wyvern with a Mjolnir is going to start actually dealing quite a bit of damage. He is building towards the Hurricane Pike.
I mean, there's Pike, then there's Bloodthorn, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, no, he will be very dangerous if no one cares about him on the backside of the fight.
Definitely seen TNC focus down Ice, understanding that here's that big threat.
That's the thing. They do have the Blink Daggers, right? They have the triple Blink Dagger, and they have a Timber Saw, so they're able to close the distance very quickly. And it's important that they keep doing so on the Winter Wyvern.
Size pokes his head out, but that's an instant jump. TNC very quickly. Immediately snap decision in and out they go. 70 seconds now without your Winter Wyvern.
Not going to be important in this fight, but look at the creeps. They're cutting the wave. Or not cutting the wave. Just the... Oh, there we go.
Mushi's there.
Mushi is doing it. He realizes. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how you defend now. Okay. Entertain me, Mineski. I want to see this one. This will be interesting.
Well, they will lose their Moon Puck with no buyback.
Oh god.
That has very quickly degenerated into a small mistake, into a big mistake, into a, oh shit, what have we done?
I can't believe they got themselves into this mess.
I mean, things were looking good, things were looking decent for TNC, for Mineski, sorry, to try and defend this base, but now TNC are the ones just ripping apart buildings and buildings, and Mushi has bought a rapier. He's bought a rapier.
Yeah, you have to at this point. Like, you don't have a puck for 1 minute. That's gonna be mega creeps. You have to kill the enemy right now or you're gonna lose the game.
Well, Mushi, he's ready. Winter Wyvern buys back. In comes Ice. The damage in from Mushi. He's going to clear off at least one kill here, but he needs to BKB. He needs to get the Sunder off. He doesn't have a BKB because he used it already, didn't he? TP'd out, but now he's dead for 100 seconds. This might just be it.
Ice has it though, but he dies too.
Drops his own rapier. 1437. Come on, my dude. Pick up the rapier. You know, ping it. I don't know. Don't ping it. Pick it up. Tim's has it. Tim's rapier. Go on, Tim's. Get in there. Go kill him. Oh, there's no one to kill, Bargain.
Oh, right. The courier is safe.
Well, that's it. Best of 1 victory for TNC.
Wow.
That game was...
I thought that we were going to be in for like a 60-70 minute game, but just a few moments there where TNC really got some good pickoffs. They played really sharp,